Hi everyone, welcome back to another Data Insights video. Today we are looking at trade between the European Union and United States over the last decade from 2014 to 2024. We will start with an overview of total exports and imports and then dive deeper into their year-over-year growth trends to see how global events have shaped this relationship. So let's get started. Here is the big picture. Over the past 10 years, EU-US trade has seen consistent growth, though with some ups and downs, especially on the import side. EU exports to the US climbed steadily from 270 billion euro in 2014 to 530 billion euro in 2024. EU imports from the US also grew, rising from 170 billion euro to 340 billion euro during the same period, though they showed more volatility. The sharpest rise in imports came after 2021, driven by stronger transatlantic trade flows as economies recovered. In 2014, the US was the EU largest export partner, making up to 20.6% of total exports, and the second largest import partner at 13.7%. This highlights just how important the EU-US relationship is for global trade and supply chain. Now, let's focus on import growth trends. Looking at the year-over-year percentage changes, in 2019, there was a small dip of 10%, followed by a huge surge in 2021, with the imports jumping by 25%. This spike reflected renewed demand and a strong rebound in transatlantic flows. Then, in 22, there was another slight drop of 7% as global trade adjusted of shifting conditions. And from 2023 onwards, imports stabilized at around 6% growth, showing a transition from volatility. Thus, that EU-US trade is finding its balance after years of uncertainty caused by events like the pandemic and global economic tensions. Now let's look at export growth trends over the same period. During the mid 2010, export grew steadily, but in 2019 there was a sharp decline of 17%, reflecting global market disruptions. Then came a record-breaking rebound in 2021 with exports soaring 57%, the strongest jump in the decade. However, growth slowed in the following years with small declines in 2022 and 2023 before a modest 6% recovery in 2024. This clearly shows how global conditions directly impact trade flows, but also how resilient the EU-US partnership remains. So, in summary, the last decade has been a story of growth challenges and resilience for EU-US trade. Exports and import have been both grown significantly, making this relationship a pillar of global commerce. As we move forward, the key question is, will this steady growth continue, or are we on the edge of new shifts in global trade dynamics? So, thanks for watching. If you find this analysis valuable, like, share, and follow for more data driven stories and insights. Thank you.